All right, one last caveat to this program, or this review of this program. So this isn't everything that's in the program. I must warn you that even if you go through all the notes in all of the descriptions of all these videos, you're not going to get everything. And that's just the way it is. I mean, there's too much material. If I were to regurgitate everything that was in Garrett J White's program, it would be his program. So you really need to consider taking a look at whatever, you know, at the end of this, if you decide that this program is something for you, that's the going in notion, then from there you need to figure out what component of this program that you want to do. With the book, that's great if that fits you. If you're a reader and you're a student of written word, that's perfect. For me, I balance all of them. Written word, about the black book. I love the audio book. The audiobook doesn't include something called the stack, which is fine. I reference that back into, I look back into my book and figure out what that's all about. But the real big buy here, or the real big value here, is the virtual black book. That it's not the accelerated 60-day process. It's a lot slower, a little more even paced. Had I done this, or had I decided to go that avenue, it would take me a lot longer to get through the material. So I can really see how this 60 days is going to repeat itself as far as going back for deeper dives and looking at the virtual black book and referencing it. It's a lot like taking those online courses or those 9-week condensed courses in college where they take a whole semester full of information and cram it down 9 weeks. You're going to get the information at a certain depth. And then from there, you really need to dive deeper if that's something you're interested in. So I can see myself going back through this 60-day process, these notes. I mean, if you have a day job and you have other things going on in your life, kids, wife, other family, on and on, I'm not so sure that you'd have the time to do this 60-day acceleration to the depth that I really think you need to, especially at the very beginning with the foundation. Well, my only point of reference right now is the foundation, and then also now getting into the code. But truly, I think you need to judge for yourself what's best for you, what platform, and so on. But with buying the book, the MP3s, and the Warrior Acceleration, that was a great value for me. So whatever you want to do to get into this program, but for now, watching these YouTube videos that I'm making, I don't see anybody else out there doing it. So at least they'll give you an overview and a walk to a certain depth through this Warrior Acceleration, and a real sneak peek into the black book. And truly, the how to master the having it all in balance, body, being, balance, and business. Again, like I said in the previous couple minutes there, that is a high order, and let's see if Garrett J White delivers for me personally. What's up, guys? Just want to tell you one other thing. So, got done at the post office over here. I am not super good at staying on track and on focus or whatever. So I think the way that I'm going to proceed for these for the rest of these 60 days is that 3x5 card that I used to have a major, an SF major that used to always carry these little spiral 3x5 card things around with him. And I always thought that was kind of crazy. I mean, you know, why not have a bigger book to write stuff in or whatever? Either he didn't have much to write down, or really his mind worked such that all he needed was a couple of points to remind himself of what he was trying to say. I think that's what it was. So I'm going to go ahead and take that approach from now on, try to keep things a little more on focused. It will hopefully really allow you to hone in on the main point of each of these days, because it really is, and that's what the daily question. I know I mentioned this before, but look down in the description. You're going to have the outline of what I'm teaching here. So even if my words don't make sense to you, if they confuse you or whatever, then go down in the description and I'll guide you through my discussion. So those are the notes that I'm actually using to teach this material. And again, the whole purpose of teaching this material is the requirement that Garrett J White put on me as a student of his program, that you need to teach this material. If you teach it, then you really internalize it, and then you'll really live it, is his philosophy. There's tons of different little tidbits and philosophy that he goes through as he progresses through his material on achieving it all, and really there is an art and science of it. I think Tony Robbins was the one that said that it's the art of achievement and the science of fulfillment. No, the science of fulfillment and the art of achievement. There we go. So you can achieve all this crap, but if you don't feel fulfilled at the end, then you got issues. So and really like problem issues and things like that. People that end up at the very top of their game, but didn't really understand how to gain fulfillment from whatever they were accomplishing. That's when they had issues. Apparently, I'm not up at the top of my game, and I don't know too many people that are at the pinnacle of their game, but the people that I do know that are operating at higher levels, they seem to be very, very fulfilled. And truly, if they're going to sustain their game at that high level, that's part of the art of fulfillment. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there as a postscript to this day 10 of Warrior Acceleration. And with that, see you tomorrow. Hey man, one postscript to that last piece of video that I just made. I was looking back through it. I was not an Army SF soldier. Just want to make sure that I kind of got the impression by saying that I used to work for a Army Major SF guy. That is true, but I was not one of them. So I was a squid for 26 years, and I am what I am. If you look down in my bio, I think it's in the first video, I put that in the description, you'll see what my background is. But I'm never about saying who I wasn't or perpetrating. I can't stand posers, man. I guess that goes back right in line with being real with yourself and who you are. So just want to make sure I threw that out there as a PSS. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a happy Thanksgiving. Take care. Hey man, I got the Great Brady Grill here. Just wanted to go ahead and kick off the content of day 10 of 60 here. So we're about 1/6 of the way through, and still so much to learn in this program. Today's lesson continued with the code. Yesterday was getting real. Today is getting raw with your emotions, getting raw with how you feel. So real was getting connected to our current reality and telling the truth, and starting with ourselves and really getting real. And we need to see the facts and feel the fire that is generated within us is the main salient point of today. So see the facts, that's the real part. Feel the fire that's generated within us, and that is what we'll be channeling to accomplish what we strive in all the 4 B's: body, being, balance, and business. So truly need to really focus throughout this program and really understand ourselves. And again, self-awareness is the whole foundation of this program, and now with the core as well. And I got a feeling that self-awareness is going to be the common theme throughout this program, but we'll see what the rest of it has to come, has to offer. And with that, just wanted to wrap up day 10 here, day 10 of 60. So far, if I don't have the day job going on, it's pretty easy to fit in a couple videos here and there. So we'll see. I know I mentioned that I'd be doing maybe a couple videos or a couple days combined in one video every other day or something like that. But I am progressing through the Warrior Acceleration, and this is quite a challenge, but I'm up for it. Just finished my workout. Wanted to get my quick day 10 video up. So with that, we'll go ahead and cut it short. It's only a few minutes long. One thing though, so when you do get with the facts and really get real with those facts and then feel the fire, I wanted to mention that fire is actually what the result of how you feel is. So for example, if you hear a certain song or you see a YouTube video that makes you feel a certain way or whatever, recognize that. Really, that's the first step, is to recognize that feeling that you're getting from that. It could be happiness, could be excitement, could be a memory that you had before. And it isn't just limited to seeing stuff as well. You get olfactory memories and stuff. So when you smell a certain smell, like for me, evergreen smell takes me back to boot camp when they cracked open an evergreen capsule to simulate gas in the gas chamber. That evergreen is absolutely something that I can't stand the smell of. And in the fast forward to the future, we used to use simple green to clean on board ships and everything. That simple green had the same odor. It was evergreen. So to this day, and at one time too, I used to chew tobacco, and that skull evergreen, could never take it. It'd always take me back and make me want to gag. So anyway, there are olfactory memories as well. So to harness those feelings that you feel as a result of whether it's olfactory, you smell something and it takes you back to some place, or if you see something and you have a reaction to it, no matter what that feeling is, feel that feeling. Because at some point, all of us as men were taught to kind of really not channel those feelings, but feel those feelings. And if they were too outrageous or too crazy, then we weren't allowed to feel them. We had to put them back into the bin of okay feelings, whether they were extreme anger or whatever. Not that I'm not saying go crazy and it's okay to be angry and just start thrashing stuff, but at least acknowledge those feelings and really and use that. That's going to become your fire here in the rest of this program, I think. But we'll see. We'll see about day 11. So far we're getting real, we're getting raw, and then I think the next thing coming up is relevancy. So stay relevant out there, and stay raw and stay real, and let's get some results out there. With that, Gray Bearded Grill out.